some of us, guys like Pete, that were good at coaching and people at teaching, not winning games, but really teaching people how to remember stuff and apply it later on in the day and the next week. And they would come up and say, look, if I paid you, would you teach my kid how to play ball? And that has spawned an entire industry now. Pete particularly was there at the beginning. He has become extraordinarily influential in the Seattle area, sends a lot of guys to college, sends a lot of guys to pro ball, and is well regarded by the industry. So Pete, if you come up.
I'm really appreciative of the award for several reasons. One, I've been respectful would be a small word, but so respectful of the job that all of you college coaches do. And I know the difficulty of those people who coach in high school, dealing with the things that they have to deal with, from small budgets to less than brave athletic budgets from time to time. And all of the things that they go through, and in our area, also the bad weather. But I'm also appreciative of the award because of the way it came about, and because of the fact that it's named after one of my closest friends and old teammate of mine at USC, Tom House. Much of the discussion that we've had about pitching from what now are the early days over a dozen years ago, and in Houston, when a number of us all got together, and I had a chance for the first time to meet Derek, just to talk about pitching. He raised the bar in terms of asking questions. He raised the bar in terms of asking us to ask questions and challenging us. He took most of the slings and arrows for all of that, and managed to come out and survive in it. And much of the development since then by other people, as well as continued development by Tom, is responsible for the fact that pitchers have a better chance now to stay healthy and perform better than they ever have before. So I'm grateful for all of those reasons for this. For me to get it, and most of the time I'm working with high school athletes. I work with some professional guys and some college guys, but by and large, my bread and butter is helping high school kids fail at a higher level. That's what we do. That's what I was taught to do by three great coaches of mine. One, Bill Fluke, my Little League coach, who's retired now in California and having lots of fun. I'll be fishing with him come August. Of course, by Rod Nato at USC, who asked me to go hang it out and fail. I was a shortstop who had to learn about pitching, and over the years, I worked real hard to become pretty good at it. We've had kids who have been very, very successful. Over 90% of our kids go on to play in college. 70% of those are still playing in their junior year. As you all know, that beats the heck out of the national average. And we're really proud of that. But more importantly, those kids are getting degrees. We have a number who play pro ball, and those kids are getting their degrees. They're going on. We've had 35 kids at a place called George Fox in Division III. We've had 40 kids at the University of Washington. We've had kids all over the country, from the University of Kansas to North Carolina to at Harvard, and a whole bundle of others. I'm very proud of what they've done. Anything that I do is in part because of the coaches who taught me, but in greater part because of the kids who taught me how to teach them. There are only a few fundamentals, as we all know, with regard to pitching at the collegiate and professional level, and those fundamentals have to be executed, and that's all about what goes on between here and here. And we're going to talk about that, I think, some more tonight, a little later on. But there are 4 million ways to teach those few things. And there's a different way for every kid. Our job as teachers and people developers, and let's face it, whether we're a college coach or at the Major League Baseball level or doing what I do, we're really in the people development business. We're not just in the pitcher development business, because there is no development that lasts from the outside in. It's all inside out. All of us, I think, know that. But I've been very, very proud of our kids' willingness to fall down, fail, get up, go a little faster, find out where it breaks, lift a little higher, get their butt down the hill just a little bit sooner. and stay connected. And they've been willing to screw it up until they got it right. And we've not only allowed them to fail, we've encouraged them to fail, and I think at every level, the more you do that, the better athlete you end up with, and certainly the better friend you have in the process. So I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank Edge for their sponsorship of this, and not just for me, but for all of us who are baseball professionals, who are trying their best to do their best. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here to talk to you just a little bit tonight and to say thank you for the wonderful years I've had in baseball. Thanks a lot.